Whew. Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm insanely late today. I apologize for that. I was struggling, but I made it. I'm here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do all the time. And thank you. Andy Cat Terrace is so glad I subscribed. Really enjoy watching. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. So tomorrow's the big day. The first criminal. I'm sorry. I'm giddy. First criminal trial of a former president of the United States, specifically Donald J. Virginius Trump. It's just good. So I thought today we could use some flowers. You know, some flowers. What was I going to say? All right, I've got. Thank you, Pam. So, Lewis is saying J for genius. Yes. Thing is, I didn't make that up. That is an actual story. You can Google it. That is an actual. There is someone who very much on Trump's side who reported that is what he said when he asked Trump what this young guy talking to his friend, Republican, asked him, oh, you met Trump? Yeah, I met him. And I asked him what his middle name, what his middle initial stood for. And he said, genius. Nothing could be more perfect. Nothing could be more accurate. Thank you, Marie. And Lewis says, I will. Yeah, it's a thing. All right. So I am very late today starting. I have 21 questions that you have brought to me. And I might need to sit down at some point because I'm going to see if I can get through all of them. Now, some of them I might not dwell on as much as I normally do, but your questions are very important to me, and I don't want too many of them to kind of fall off. So I'm going to start at the top of the list. Buckle in, get some tea. We are also just celebrating tomorrow. We are just celebrating this jerk. And Dixie Lou, who says, I'm certain he's going to implode tonight on Trump social. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Veronica says, yuck. It's Earl Grey. Hot. Actually, no. Actually, and yes, I spilled some of it in the hallway, which is it was that kind of morning and helping in the house. And yeah, my parents. And yeah. Anyway, so the bottom of this is still wet. But as people who've been watching for the last few months know, it isn't just Earl Grey. It's Harney and Sons, Earl Grey, Supreme. Okay, sorry, I'll stop. All right, so let's start at the top. Let's just work our way through. And thank you for being here. Lisa Arnold says my Earl Grey got cold. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sarah's actually off today completely. And Sharon Rice is asking if you tried Earl Grey iced. Quite refreshing. Oh yeah. And I've drunk a whole lot of Earl Grey lukewarm at room temperature. But anyway, found it. Lewis found the link to J for Genius Trump. I'm not making that up. All right, let's start in. At 5 minutes, 10 seconds in, let me just adjust this page so I can see the questions. And I haven't seen anything in the chat. Did anyone notice anything about the flowers? I'll spell it out if I have to. All right, first question is actually at 5:34. I'll just say at this. It wasn't a reading question. It was just a question. Cece was asking, how can I contact you? Do you have an email? I do. Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology is a part of Book Art Media LLC, which is my it's like my publishing company, and it's an actual company. It's matter of fact, yesterday was its birthday of 11 years that it has been in existence. So yeah, Book Art Media, and if you write to office@bookartmedia.com, Book Art Media, because that's what I publish in. I books and like merchandise with art and media here. Book Art Media. It's also alphabetical. No, it's not. It's not alphabetical. I take that back. Why did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, it's not alphabetical. It spells, the initials are BAM. I didn't want the initials to be BAM, but that's just how it works. All right. Tammy says, I'm still waiting for my reply. When did you? I was in there yesterday. I didn't see it. I'll have to look again, Tammy. I'm sorry. And Lewis says, kitty-free climbing roses? No. Star says the flowers are orange like Dumpy's face, maybe? No. What are they climbing on? And I'll give you a hint. This morning, TJ Stylin pretty much won the internet by calling Trump the Count of Mostly Crisco. So yeah. Yes, you're fine. Okay, you're getting it. All right. So you can email it me at office@bookartmedia.com. Now, here's the thing. I don't check it every day. If you really want to contact me, you want to say something to me, the chat right here every single day when I'm live is the best chance you have of saying something to me. Guaranteed. That I will, this is really how I communicate, because I have to, there are only so many hours in the day, and there are a lot of people who watch and what have you. So I do my best, but it's a lot. So, all right. But yes, you can always send me an email there. All right. So, all right. That's that. Echo in This Whisper. I love that name. But that's our first question is from Echo in This Whisper at 8:45. Will Dumpy insist on testifying or presenting closing arguments at Stormy Daniel's trial? Will he insist on testifying? Because he always says he will, and he never does. Because his lawyers basically will shoot him with a tranquilizer gun before they will let him. Considering how it's gone in the past, I imagine his lawyers will be next to him and just suddenly to Trump. Anything. Oh, no, Bobby. The flowers are for us. The flowers on the metal bars. The flowers are for us. The bars are for, yeah, I brought you a blowgun. Thank you. That's it. Yeah. Is he going to get up there? Temperance. I don't know. I've never seen a lawyer like grab their client and put their hand over their mouth, but it might happen. All right. Six of Pentacles, Charity, Judgment. Oh, look, it's a thief right in the middle. 10 of Swords, ouch, and 5 of Pentacles. No, he wants to run away. He's a coward. He is an utter and absolute coward. So this is like a Charity, the Judgment. This is him cowering behind. He wants to run away, and this case is not going to go well for him at all. Now, the first couple of weeks, it's just going to be him running his mouth, because it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to settle on the jury. So the Bear Pantry Show says, why do I keep feeling like he'll run to Saudi Arabia? Well, that is question. It's on here. I know it's on here. 6. That's question 6 today. All right. At 11:40, Rose had a question. Well, 5. Dumpy violated the gag order by trying to intimidate witnesses. Surprise. Tomorrow he goes on criminal trial. Trump's criminal trial starts tomorrow, and it's not even the last one. There are going to be others, plural. Oh gosh. All right. He violated his gag order by trying to intimidate witnesses. Will the judge do anything? Honestly, I think one of the reasons that the judges have not it irks all of us that he's not being treated like other defendants. But part of that is to try to keep the trial moving forward. Now, if he keeps acting a fool in court, I think that could be different, because Judge Marchand does not seem like the type who is going to put up with much. So, yeah. So will the judge do anything? The judge do anything? Thank you for being here and going through the news with me. Do something about Trump violating his gag order, left, right. Oh gosh, just like all the cards, like card for the reading, it just keeps wanting to fall out. Like he's not going to stop. It's just going to go on and on and on. Okay, that's a message in and of itself. 9 of Swords. What I'm getting here is Trump acting out is going to get worse and worse and worse. You know, I had all the cards falling out and more and more and more and more and more. Card for the reading. Devil card sitting on the bottom. Not devil, the death card sitting on the bottom. Because he's not going to sleep. He's not going to be sleeping. He's going to be blowing up, as he does. He wants to run away, causing rancor. He has no coping mechanisms. Please keep in mind, this man has no coping mechanisms. The things that you and I learned the hard way growing up, just, self-soothing and, get your mind off of things, or, all of these healthy, have a cup of tea, take a break, meditate for 10 minutes. All of these coping skills that we have learned over the years, he has learned none of that. Howling at the moon. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. So it's telling me that Trump, you think it's back now. Ha, ha, ha. So is he going to be held accountable for breaking the gag order and acting a fool? Yes, Lois. Me. King of Pentacles. My business, blah, 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 blah. Run your mouth, run your mouth, run your mouth. I don't think the judge is going to have much of a choice at a certain point. Do you remember, was it Goron or was it some other judge who said to Trump's lawyers, get control of your client? There's going to be a lot of that. 8 of Cups, evidence being presented, 4 of Pentacles. Please remember that while Trump is sitting there for these next weeks, he's paying for those lawyers. He's paying for his lawyers. So not only is there potential criminal jeopardy, but he's losing money the longer he sits there. Every minute, he's losing money. 4 of Pentacles. King of Swords, that's the judge. 7 of Pentacles, fruits of labor, or ill-gotten gains, depends. 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury. Mainly what I'm getting is the judge trying to get through the case, because there's putting somebody in a jail cell, there's finding somebody, and on and on and on. But the real kicker is when the judge gathers up all those grievances, all those outbursts, all that garbage that he's spewing, and keeps that for sentencing. Because anything else he does might delay the trial. So is that what the judge is going to do? Yeah, there's going to be a lot. 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, burden, childishness, Trump. Yeah, burden of his childishness. 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, 3 of Cups. Judgment, he's going to face. Yeah. I think Mershon, now I could be wrong. I think Mershon is getting really annoyed. But I think there's also a possibility that Mershon wants to get from here to the end of this trial. And just keeping a running tally of every time Trump acts a fool, tries to intimidate. He'll say things, but he'll just keep a running tally. So, yeah. All right. At 19 minutes in, Karen, is it Jung or Young? Had a question at 19:10. Will Dumpy fake a breakdown to get out of any trials? I doubt it. His narcissism wouldn't allow him to do that. He cannot show weakness. No, and no. Let's have all 3 cards. Will he fake? Oh, part with me. He's always the victim, but he's showing like, I'm sick. He wants to run away. He'd love an excuse. King of Swords, Strength, Ace of Pentacles, Judge, Strength in the middle. What's at stake? These aren't cards of illness, real or fake. And I don't have like the 7 of Cups illusion to making stuff up. No, he's just going to act a fool. So and even with the amount that he's afraid, part of him doesn't believe he will finally be held accountable because he never has been. So there is a vehicle about to be outside the open window, but it will pass here in just a minute. So it'll only be making noise for a minute. Okay. What was that? Okay, my computer made a noise, but we're moving on. 21 minutes in, Jaina had a question. At 21, little waving. Oh, something went wrong. There we go. All right. So, Jane had a question. Is Dumpy capable of ratting out folks to keep some freedom? Well, that's the problem. He's the top of the food chain. And he made certain he's the top of the food chain. There's no one he can flip on. Really, there's no one. So he would throw people under the bus in a hot second. Queen of Wands, he'd throw anybody under the bus. By the way, this is the Weird World Tarot. You can find it on Etsy. But I particularly, because I'm me, I love the cat. That is a pretty epic cat. I love the sunflower, but I did the kitty. Oh, the kitty. All right, card for the reading. 3 of Swords. Would he, 7 of Pentacles. This morning I was listening to Popock. Was it Popock? I listened to some stuff Popock did, and I listened to some of the stuff Ben did over on Midas Touch. And one of them, blended together. One of them was talking about the the Mar-a-Lago case and the things Trump did to keep the papers. But 3 of Swords, Hangman. He still thinks that he can do whatever he wants. Everything belongs to him. That's narcissism. That is textbook narcissism. Please remember that to narcissists, number one, we know they live on the drama triangle, and you can check my community page and scroll down, and you can find the link to where I explain that. It's useful to know. He lives on the drama triangle, but also narcissism is people are simply an extension of yourself. He is so wrapped up in his own head. It is really hard for the rest of us to understand that viewpoint, where other people are not other people. They are not autonomous, worthy human beings. They are either an extension of him or they're not worth anything. But there's nobody he can flip on. He would do it in a minute. He'd flip on his own mother. Seriously. So, yeah. Okay. All right. The Star Melody Elizabeth B is asking about Joe Biden's daughter's diary. That whole thing. I haven't read on it, but do put questions in the chat before I come on. I'm here every single day, without fail. I've been for 4 years. Seriously. All right. So next, Jean Schweitzer. Jean Schweitzer had a question. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's the same as earlier. Okay. Will he testify? That, yes. All right. So we've covered that. All right. So then I have a section of 3 questions I'm calling If Found Guilty. Oh, lucky girl, bless you. Here's the link to the Cartman's drama triangle that Autumn is talking about. Thank you, lucky girl. You are a star. All right. So, if found guilty, pull up a chair. At 25 in the year 25. If David Kretzer was asking, if DJT is found guilty, will he try and flee the country before sentencing? Yes, Harvey Norton, when found guilty. Entertainment only YouTube, but hey, if found guilty. All right, so will he try to flee the country? Who was it earlier? There was something that zipped past about thinking that he'd go to Bali because there's no extradition treaty. I don't see him in Bali. I don't think he, and honestly, somehow, I don't know why I think this, but I just feels like he doesn't have the money to live overseas like that. But, and thank you, Vicky Ramsey, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. All right, the sun, will he be moving along? Empress, that's my card for America. Fool. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. You have to find somewhere that would take him in, wouldn't extradite him, or even if there isn't an extradition treaty, some governments may decide, you know what, you're more trouble than you're worth. We may not have a treaty, doesn't mean we'll never extradite you. Bye. If it's too much of a trouble, he needs to find someone who will help him. 4 of Swords. That's silence. That's legal silence, which can be, it's followed by the King of Pentacles. So at the end of the case, or to stop the case, but it feels like there's no way to pull it off. Now, please tell me in the chat, are Secret Service required to stop? I mean, they are supposed to be law enforcement officers. Are they required to enforce the law? If they see someone obviously breaking the law, are they required to do something about it? I don't think he can escape. I don't think he can escape. Bratu says, yes, they are. Lisa Arnold says, I think so. Because he's got Secret Service around him, and one of my favorite things, Trump has an inmate number. He's out on bail. If he flees the country, he's supposed to go to prison. Can't flee the country. Secret Service knows that. Now, he got some kind of, he was allowed to go to Scotland or, to his property there, which he did during the E.G. and Carroll trial, but was he already indicted in Georgia at that point? The Bear Pantry Show said a family member dated a Secret Service member once. He wasn't bright at all. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, Rose is pointing out that Secret Service on January 6th conveniently lost their phone data. They're supposed to. I don't think they always do. That's true. Salty Chip just says no. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just not. Is it possible? Yes, because there's nothing this man, there's no bottom for this man. There's nothing he won't do. I'm glad he's a coward, honestly. If he actually had a spine, he would be really dangerous. But he's not. He doesn't. Mm-mm. I'm just, and I'm glad that Ivanka doesn't have the same kind of power, because she's worse than her narcissism is worse than Trump's. She has no doubt that she is special and above everybody else. No doubt. Anyway, so what would we have next here? Laura Wagner at 3110 had a question. Now, the actual question here is, will Dumpy start crying when his hair is cut upon incarceration? I don't want him to cry. I really don't. I don't know that they'd cut his hair. And frankly, from what we've seen from various doctors trying to figure out what's going on up here, and what he's done to his scalp, I don't think we necessarily want them to. He's got a Franken scalp going on. It's bad. There's a lot going up there that's not where God put it. Let's put it that way. So, but will Trump go through the humiliation of incarceration, where you have to change your clothes and, turn your head and cough or whatever they do, or something like that? Louis Tavalis says he has to cover up the 3 6s. That's good. That was good. Will he go through that whole incarceration thing? I don't know. I don't know if he could handle it. I mean, we have a strength card here. Those are the cases against him. Howling at the moon, Queen of Wands, people around him trying to calm him down. I've got a world card in the center. End of chapter. End of the way things were. You cannot go back. Ace of Wands, blowing his top, because he's the King of Wands. And in this deck, you can see just kaboom. Knight of Cups, that would be needing to sedate him or something. Because he's not going to be sleeping. That's going to be bad. Oh, thank you, John. He's not going to be sleeping. And you know, when you don't sleep, everything gets worse. Everything hurts. You're not thinking straight. Yeah. Theo Birdie is suggesting he'll need to be sedated. I think we might need to look at that. Because the following question is halfway, so is the next half step along from that. So 3440, will Trump have to be sedated from the, let's just call it stress of his legal mess? Let's just do that. Will Trump have to be sedated? Elizabeth B is saying, I don't see him with crocodile tears. He's so full of hot air. Yes. Like one of those machines that you used to dry your hands when there aren't paper towels. And about as coherent and fun to listen to. All right. Will they have to sedate Trump from the legal? Odd. Sage the Scales Tarot, Valerie, just sent a photo of Trump in cornrows. I'm not going to lie. He looks better that way. He just does. Anything is better than that dead candy floss ferret thing on his head. Anyway. All right. Will he have to be sedated? Well, he's going to lose the case and we're going to be happy. Happy families. When Trump is convicted, when Trump loses the election, when women start getting their rights back, it's going to be good. World. He's going to reach a point here where the way he's always lived his life is donezo. Donezo. King of Swords. That would be a judge, prosecutor. Four of Swords. Silence. Legal silence. So maybe why is there silence? Instead of me trying to surmise, use logic there. Why the silence? Salty chip. 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated. Oh, I love how everybody in that band took on the last name of Ramon. That's awesome. Even though they weren't related. That was good. That was good. Thank you. See, this is why I want to go through the news with you. All right, Two of Pentacles. Very unbalanced, very unsteady, very... I know, very clear description. The Emperor. Three of Wands waiting for his ship to come in. Really? Six of Pentacles. Charity. Okay, no. Or if he is, we won't know about it. That's what that's saying. And even if he is sedated, we won't know about it. He has to keep up the facade so that his suckers will still send him money. He has to be the big man. I am Allison. Hello. I'm using the Weird World Tarot. You can find it on Etsy. All right. So I'm going to have that song stuck in my head all day. Oh, by the way, because I need just a moment's break, Sarah sent me a short today that was talking about apparently Debbie Harry, speaking of that time period in New York. Debbie Harry was on her way to see her favorite band, the New York Dolls, but she was wearing high heels and apparently her feet hurt. I can't stand high heels. They're awful. And there was a guy who pulled up in a Volkswagen Bug who offered her a ride. And she was like, no. So he circled the box. He circled the block he circled the block. He came up again and offered again. And he was good. She said, he's good looking. And she was like, oh, all right. So she got in the car. Well, the windows were down, thank heavens, because it was hot. And she got in. She realized there were no ways to open the doors from the inside. And he smelled not just bad, but scary, scary bad. And she was like, let me out of this. And he wouldn't let her out. And when he took a sudden turn, she reached out, opened the door from the outside, and jumped out of the car. And later on, after he was arrested, yes, Debbie Harry from Blondie had gotten into a car with Ted Bundy. She escaped. Yeah, Lisa Arnold, apparently, yes, she got in. Wow. Kelly says, I love high heels. Excellent. And then I think you should enjoy them to the full. It's just not for me. Yeah, apparently. And some people some true crime people tried to say, oh, she's making that up because he wasn't in New York at that point. Well, he did own a Volkswagen Bug, and he was in Philadelphia, which isn't the longest car ride to New York. Ratu says, and that isn't so? I don't know. So, boy. CBGB Club. Yes, Raymond. Exactly. That's what I heard this morning. So if it's, Ratu says, scroll up. Oh, I've got to get back to the questions, but that is what I heard. Now, if someone has proof that that's wrong, please, go ahead. I'm not saying I have definitive proof. I'm just saying that apparently this has been a thing. So, liberal Linda has a very good point. People never want to believe the women. Mm-hmm. Oh, she couldn't have. She's just trying to get attention. No. And honestly, I mean, first of all, Debbie Harry in 1980 or 79 or whatever was stunning. So, and from, how many of us have had stalkers and all this kind of stuff? It's not like it doesn't happen. Allison Jacobs says, good looking does not equal safe. Ding, 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 ding. But they usually get away with more. Anyway, which you can see actually is all the Hollywood stuff that's coming out now, the music business stuff that's coming out now. Don't care how pretty you are, male or female. Anyway. All right, at 43:40, we'll get back to the questions. Batgirl, girl. I love that. I love how you spell that. But hang on, 43. All right. Say Trump loses in New York. Okay. Please. Can Alvin Bragg or Judge Merchan order a psychiatric assessment as part of the sentencing phase? Will they? I would think that I think they'd have to have cause. Anne says, what would be the point? I know. Oh, Amelia, I'm so sorry. My channel was popular in the mid-2000s and I had stalkers. I'm sorry. Whew. Lewis says, I would imagine only if he claims insanity. Yeah, I think you've got a point there. James says that's compulsory. Really? I keep getting he's going to lose. I've got a bit of Tower card here for the reading. Page of Cups, King of Swords, Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands. I'm not getting that. I mean, the only cups here is the page. There is a judge and an institution, but charity and Three of Wands, not necessarily. I mean, unless, James knows, it's very easy. James here knows something I don't know, that it's compulsory. But Suburban Housewife is saying, but once again, rich people rules are different. That could be. He's asking, why do we keep getting the charity card? Let's ask. I have a theory, but let's ask. 4710. 4710. Why? What does it mean that we keep getting the charity? No, not chair like you sit in. Charity card. Save. Salty Chip says, where's CC Ryder? That's a question for her. She's helped so much. And I think she was there at Jen Lynn's birthday thing last night. Am I correct in that? Could be wrong. Or did Jen Lynn just talk about her? Anyway. So what's up with, why the charity card? Nine of Pentacles. He's really rich. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's rich, all right. Queen of Wands, people surrounding him. The Fool, yeah. Hierophant, institution in the center. Thief card, running away. Sun card. There's something there's I wonder if there's something we don't know yet. Yeah, I can't. It's right there, but I can't. It's like it's there. I can't quite grasp it. Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed, Allison, because 45 keeps begging for money. Lady Eva says, I bet there's a lot we don't know about. Nine of Cups. That's the merchant. It can also be evidence laid out like in a case. Emperor again. Six of Pentacles. I'm asking about the Six of Pentacles, and I got the Six of Pentacles, and I get the Six of Wands, the victory. So yes, a lot of this has to do with asking keeping up the facade to get these suckers to fork over their Social Security money. But it also feels like it's like movement, energetic movement there, but I can't quite grasp it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not a reader who's like, I know all. I don't. Rose is asking mercy from the judge. That isn't what it feels like. It feels like something he's done that we don't know about yet. That's all I'm getting. I'm sorry. All right. Victory. Lisa's asking, victory for us or for him? It is a facade that he's showing to the suckers. That's what I'm getting. All right. We are down to question number 9 of 21. Like I said, I'm going to be on. I want to, your questions are important. And I don't have to start creative sprints until 3 o'clock. So, but I might sit down in a minute. My feet are getting tired. All right. 50-40. Patrick Duncan had a question. 50-40. Given that 45 has been given so much leeway and so many chances by the legal system, true that, will regular folks that find themselves in trouble legally start using 45's treatment as precedent? Oh, and will AGs and judges find themselves in the position of coming out and saying there are different rules for the wealthy and powerful? I don't think we're at a point where they would say it out loud yet. But Trump got away with it. Echo in this whisper. That's a great name. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So will other, yes, Sage of the Scales Tarot, Valerie. Well, now there are case laws. Yes. So will other people do it? It's out there. Plain for everybody to see. Starts with the Justice card. Queen of Wands, people like Trump. 6 of Wands. Of course I've won, even when they've lost. Of course I've won. Of course I've won. But Hierophant and 7 of Swords, the institution, and there's a Thief card. We've already seen to some extent some of the reprobates in Trump's orbit trying to get away with what he gets away with, and it doesn't work. They don't have his power. They don't have his charisma. There is a certain amount of fate involved in the Trump phenomenon, and not in a good way. He's not the chosen one, or if he's been singled out by fate in any way, it's not like, oh, you will, everything will be perfect for you, and you have a fairy godmother. No. People being found, it's like, no, you're a thief. I'm not getting a whole lot of that. I know what you're saying, though. I worry about that, too. And says money is needed. It won't work with a public defender. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yes. So take the chosen one. Dude, I don't think you were chosen for dodgeball teams. Hello, boo-boo. How are you doing, sweetness? The boo-boo has arrived. How you doing? He's under the desk. Yes, Lady Eva, click your heels 3 times and go directly to jail. There's no place like jail. There's no place like jail. All right. So we've got another question from Rose at 5350. 5350. I just watched Michael Popock's latest video on the Supreme Court. Oh, geez. All right. Yeah, we've got 2 questions here on the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court hearing that could have an impact on Dumpy and already prosecuted persons for January 6th. Actually, this is related. Will the Supreme Court toss next week Trump's obstruction of an official proceeding counts in the D.C. election interference case and open the floodgates by dismissing the charges against 300 plus others? Okay. Basically, is the Supreme Court about to get all of those cases tossed out? Part 2 says they wouldn't be judges for much longer. David is saying no. Lewis is pointing out that that would be truly terrifying. No, horrifying. I agree. Lisa Arnold says they better not. We the people will rise up. Who said that? Who said that in the chat? Where was that? Raymond DePascal said, you know, Heinz is releasing 2 new sizes of ketchup, indictment and conviction sizes. That was good. That was good. And I agree, Mary Smith, they are full of themselves. How you doing? Where you going? Boo-boo. No, he has places to be. Supreme Court. All right, eight of cups. These cases have already gone through the evidence, that everything, it's all been adjudicated, and the person in red has had to go. And here we have Trump the Emperor. And we've got a Knight of Wands. So Trump is the King of Wands. Knight of Wands are people protecting Trump. I'm reading on the Supreme Court. But at the center, we have the Knight of Cups. These would be the other justices and people who are not willing to go along with everything Trump-related, believe it or not. So what else have we got? 2 of Wands. Far-right communication. But the Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth. It feels like the cases that have gone through are pretty solid. I don't think they want to overturn all of those. But there's back and forth, and I don't know that the arguments you're going to hear from the justices, or the questions you're going to hear from the justices, the questions you're going to hear from the justices, are going to fill you with warm fuzzies. David Minor is saying it's too big. They'll chicken out. We're going to see it. This isn't going to be something, it's going to be out in the open. 4 of Cups. So not listening to reason. And there's the Hierophant. That's the institutions. So we have a 10 of Pentacles, which is the dynasty. Can also be legacy. It feels back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Really? Obstruction official proceeding counts? Just toss them all? Really? It's the Supreme Court. Cece Ryder, there she is. There was too much evidence in some of those cases that showed premeditation and planning to stop official proceedings. Yeah. Okay, good. This makes me happier. 10 of Cups. All right, so that's good. That's good. Queen of Swords. Fruits of labor. What they did. Temperance. They need to be held accountable. Okay, that's better. Huh. That's better. All right. I don't think so, but I don't know that it's worth listening to their arguments. If that would, like, I'm a news junkie. I mean, that's obviously, you know, politics. This is kind of what I do. It's what I'm interested in. So normally I would listen to things like that, but I'll tell you, these days, this court, no. Yes, Thea Birdie, happy us. Oh, thank you, Rose. All right. So TJ Stylen may have just won the internet today. And I mentioned this up front, but it's worth repeating. Did the count of mostly Crisco pay people to dress up as Marines at his fundraiser? Marines were photographed there, and it is illegal to go to political events in uniform. So there's speculation. Some people were saying it was fake. Sarah sent me about that and said, people in the comments are saying it's fake. And this morning she sent me another message and saying, uh-oh, apparently it wasn't. So I am going to guess that somebody could Google whether or not those were real Marines or not. If you have a look at ye old news and ask the great Google, oh great Google, we beseech thee for information. But is this going to be is this a thing? T10 Marines did that? I don't know. Queen of Cups. You don't usually associate cups that much with the military, but yeah, it's the Queen of Cups, and yeah, not good. And says he can pick up clothes at Army surplus. Okay. Oh, yeah. And yes, Joyce Matthews, we know the hugging at Chick-fil-A was staged. Yes, completely. So, they look pretty young, Valerie. I don't know. Queen of Cups. If those really were Marines, I don't think Biden's I don't think Biden's Pentagon is going to be pleased. So could anybody have a quick look, please? Pamela says Trump used fake Marines. Are we sure? Just wondering. But I've got Temperance, Strength, and the Emperor. You're kidding me. Debsy says, per Google, the Marine Corps clarified to Newsweek that the appearance was approved and non-political. CC Ryder says, yeah, Marine Corps told Newsweek event was not a fundraiser, explaining it is a non-political event hosted by a civic organization at Mar-a-Lago. At Mar-a-Lago. Exactly, Isabel. Approved by whom? Well, I do have some major arcana here with Strength and the Emperor. Temperance, Strength, and the Emperor. So maybe this will have some legs. So, a lucky girl found it. Viral photo of uniformed Marines at Mar-a-Lago was from non-political event. Yes, somebody. And Eileen is saying a civic organization, Gray Team, is a 501c3 nonprofit based in Boca Raton. They submitted an official request for military support to a community event. Well, this is the event was hosted by a civic organization. there's some rumblings. This energy does not feel like no. This feels like there's some talk about this will not happen again. I don't care if it's a civic organization. This is at the home. It isn't a home, but the home of the the Republican presidential candidate. No. Thank you, Pam L. So, yeah. 9 of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be new rules or there's going to be new something. Yeah, there's in the military. It feels like in the military, like the people making the decisions about stuff. Yeah. Suburban Housewife says it's embarrassing for the USMC. It's not good. World, this will not happen. This will not happen again. Knight of Pentacles. Even conservative parts of the military are like, this is not a good look. Moon. No. We don't want the stench of his crazy. Even if they're Republican. There's being Republican, and then there's wanting to associate the Marines with Trump. So, Star Melody, Elizabeth B says, I can sense a backlash from this. So can I. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well. There's some very unhappy people who are decision makers in the military. So this will not happen again. Okay. In that subtle Marine way. Hard to understand what they're saying sometimes. It's just, they're like diplomats. Just. So anyway. All right. We are down to international. A couple of international questions here at 1:07:30. 1:07:30. Do the allies of the United States still trust the U.S.? Oh, geez. David Meinhardt says they can't handle the truth. Yes. All right, do the allies of the U.S. still trust the U.S.? That was good. As long as Trump's an anomaly. If Biden gets in again, see, I've mentioned this before, one of the best pieces of wisdom I have learned from years of therapy. I paid a lot of money for this, and I will share it with you for free, which is, remember this, trust is consistent behavior over time. If the U.S. continues to tell the general public, ultimately tells Trump to go take a hike. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Something about Artemis? Sorry. Anyway, okay, there's been a lot of things have moved along, okay, and Biden's there, and okay, strength, okay. But there's 10 of Swords. I mean, there was Trump. Yes, dear. Devil. 6 of Pentacles. Kind of the charity card. We knew Trump. Biden's there now. We're nervous. But as long as we'll give you, this is kind of the benefit of the doubt for the moment. That's what I'm getting. Oh boy. All right, so the next question here. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. How you doing? You coming up? Come here. Oh, it's a kitty. Hello, good boy. Hello, good boy. How are you, boo-boo? Oh, it's the Bailey. It's the Bailey Boo. It is the Bailey Boo. It is the good boy. Yes, he is just the precious. He is just the precious. Oh, yes, he's the precious. He's the good boy. He is the good boy. Oh, you are such a good kitty. You're such a good kitty. Good Bailey Boo. Oh, that's a big yawn. Yes, that was a big yawn. Okay. Now, the thing is, though, I was going to lower this desk so I could sit down. We'll see how this goes. Now, can you stay there? I'm going to lower this, but you're okay. Just stay where you are. Make sure there's something underneath. Okay, we're going to go down. You're okay. See? See, you're okay. Get my chair. Oh, the kitty. Oh, he's a good kitty. Move this. Push this in. There we go. See? Oh, the good boy. He's a good kitty. How are you? You all right? He's a good sweetie. Yes, it was a kitty amusement park. For the good Bailey Boo. For just a good Bailey Boo. Good boy. I need to go back to the questions, but you're adorable. You were precious. All right. You're okay. Whew. All right. Mia says, the star of the show, bathing for our enjoyment, Boo-Boo's and Kitty. Yes. He is the precious. It was catastrophic. Yes, it was raining. It was just catastrophic. All right. Lisa Arnold says, David at Tarot by the Bay just throws cards on his cat when he does it. So, I'm glad he showed up because this next question's kind of icky. You are a good boy. Oh dear. At 1:13:20. Okay, I pray that the attack from Iran on Israel will not escalate. So I hope it's okay. Who says that Boo Boo picked the cards? Yeah, he picked the cards all right. The zombie deck. Took his two fangs and punched a card like a train ticket. How you doing? Queen of Swords. All right. Star. The World. 6 of Wands. Ends in a victory. There's a world card in the middle and a star. What do you think? The wind's blowing. He gets very excited. Things blow around out like leaves blow around outside. He gets very excited. What it feels like is that this mess between Iran and Israel, it's gonna drag. Not necessarily It's going to drag. It's not necessarily going to escalate, if that makes any sense. Victory for whom? Yeah, Israel. And Israel. Queen of Swords again. Three of Cups. Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups would be good. That would be celebrating. But Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, this would be young people. Because what's happening now with Gaza, Israel, Iran, all these, there are young people who are, I don't know, it doesn't sound right to say nursing grudges, because it minimizes some of the damage that has been done. The extent of the damage, the heinousness of the damage that's been done. But they hold on to those grudges. So I'm not getting escalation of this. You're right. It feels more like a marathon than a sprint. Let's put it that way. Oh, please. He got rid of the mouse. Okay. Cat hair everywhere. All right. All right. Star Melody Elizabeth B says, I think they're exhausted from this. Yeah. Ratu says the cat is now done. Yes. Lady Image, that is true. That is the job of a cat. That's true. Yeah, it's just now I'm just getting the same thing. Ace of Pentacles. It's also very expensive. Think about war. It's expensive. Devil. Nine of Wands, PTSD. Eight of Swords, hemmed in. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait until, I don't know, the outer planets move, the something, but it's just dragging. That's all I'm getting. It's very sad. All right. Oh, man. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Oh, Bernadette says, got to go get my hair cut. I have an interview tomorrow, and I want to look my best. Oh, good luck. Good luck. I hope it goes really well for you. All right. So, next. Romney Smith had a question. I don't think so, but I'll just throw 3 cards on it because your son asked, and you brought it to me, and I read on your questions best I can. My son is wondering if DJT is perhaps behind Alec Baldwin's troubles because Alec had so much success mocking him on SNL. I don't think so, but I'll pull 3 cards on it. No, it's entertainment only YouTube. 4 of Pentacles. I want to say it wasn't Alec Baldwin, wasn't he one of the producers? Chariot, Fool. No, this is it's negligence doesn't even seem like strong enough a word. I will say I'm not picking up the stench of the Count of Monte Cristo. Pam L. 3 cheers for Autumn for doing an amazing job of tarot card reading. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you, Pam L. Thank you. Makes me feel good. All right. Carol Nash is up next. Come on down. 120, 45. Okay, we're at question 16 out of 21. And I've ended up doing more than 21 today because I've added in. So let's just say 121. Okay. Will Kari Lake win the Arizona Senate race? Is that noise outside bothering you? Let me know, please. Kari Lake. I did her astrology chart for November 5th. And it's like there were some good aspects, but there's a whole lot of Uranus in there. Weirdness, oh, lucky girl, thank you. Let me show you. Ding. Ta-da! Kari Lake's transit charts on election day. And basically what this is saying is, I mean, there's something, how do I do this? Here to there. Of blue. Sun to Uranus. It's a positive thing, which can be the unexpected. But there's also all kinds of, you can, as I've explained many times, with these modern charts, you can look, how much red is there, how much blue is there. And that'll give you a sense of whether it's an easier energy or it's a more tense energy. Or in the case of this green line, right here, this is inconjunct. So throughout the day, hang on, where Pluto, which would be her power, is inconjunct, so disconnected from her sun. That's not usually good. So, yeah, what I'm seeing here, it's not great. So, like I said, even the good thing is Uranus. In fact, I made this bubble gray because it was involved with various things. Sharon Rice, where's Mr. Pumpkin? Oh, Mr. Pumpkin, the pointer. I don't know if he's here. Yes, he is. There's Mr. Pumpkin. Whoa, it's Mr. Pumpkin. Sorry, Mr. Pumpkin. He's all sad he didn't. I forgot to bring out Mr. Pumpkin. There we go. Anyway. Thank you, Mr. Pumpkin. Kari Lake. Yes, I gave you the great pumpkin. Kari Lake, Kari Lake, Kari Lake. She's doing better in the polls than I thought she would. 3 of Pentacles. Well, she has a plan. I'm sure it's a lovely, lovely one. Okay, Page of Wands. She has Trump support, which helps her with MAGA, but it's pretty weak. 4 of Pentacles, lack of funds. She does have a Knight of Pentacles, so there are some Republicans willing to fight for her. But also keep in mind the way that the Republican National Committee, under the co-rulership of Laura Trump, is not going to be helping. So, these are not great cards. The astrology doesn't look great. Yes, Lisa Arno, she walks around with an Instagram filter. Oh, that's right. I was going to, let me see. If I go under settings here. Oh, here we go. Because I'm going to read on Kari Lake. This is what I should do. There we go. About as fuzzy as you can get. It should be fuzzier. Oh, it's just creepy. Yeah, there's a touch up my appearance filter on StreamYard, but it's just creepy. I like my faults. They make me me. Four of Swords. Electoral. This is silence, voting. Quiet as a tomb. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles, charity. Queen of Swords, what kind of legal mess too, but she thinks she's important, but Knight of Cups. Because it isn't just having the Republican machine help you, it's also, there are going to be lots of well-funded Democrats helping Democrats. So, all right, I've got to get rid of this thing. It drives me crazy. Ick. There. Good. My face. All right. The Birdie is saying that Six of Pentacles is super assertive today. I know, right? So anyway, all right. So we'll go back to this. The flowers. Some lovely flowers. All right, let's move on to both Winged Victory and D. Martin. We're asking about the Arizona 1864 ban at 2730. GOP legislators in Arizona refuse to get rid of the 160-year-old ban. Pundits on both sides agree this is politically toxic. You think? Will the Arizona 1864 total ban be overturned in November by the pink wave? Thank you. Thank you. Will this be overturned? Anne says they still won't repeal it. Let me know if the noise is bothering you. I don't want to close the window, but if there's a neighbor over there who's got a radio on going, it's annoying. Ay, 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 ay. It wasn't even a state yet. The ace of thank you, BMC. Good. The birds are fine, but good. Okay, so you can't hear it. Good. Ace of Pentacles, it wasn't even a state yet. It wasn't even a thing. Like a thing. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Chariot. But strength of women. Ace of Swords. And the Hermit. I mean, this is kind of pretty straightforward. Strength of women, truth in voting, and let's say some people ending up out in having to go rethink their lives, specifically male. So, I don't see the 1864 thing sticking around forever. So. Thank you. And so the problem is it was codified in 1912 when Arizona became a state and then never repealed. Ugh. All right. All right, I'll throw 3 cards on these next 2, which are related. At 1:30:30, D. Martin had a question. We're at 18 out of 21 questions. 1:30:30. D. Martin was asking, if it is overturned by voters, will the Republicans find a way to not recognize the wish of the people? And we've seen that happen before. Look, King of Pentacles right in the middle. Republican legislators. 9 of Cups. That would be all the votes. All the cups. All right there. Queen of Pentacles. There'll be women Republicans who are going to vote for women's rights. Magician. Well, but maybe we can shuffle things around a little bit. King of Pentacles right in the center. This be your Republicans in charge, in power. 2 of Cups, partnership, liberal, women's rights, and the 6 of Pentacles. What I love is when the Republicans try to pull this kind of garbage with this charity card, which is we're going to take your rights away. And, oh, the people got upset. Well, look, we'll give you back a sliver. We're so generous. We're going to be okay. Card for the reading, 10 of Cups. Happy families. Good. We have a 10 of Swords, which is kind of where we are now. But then we've got the King of Cups. That's Biden. That's the administration. That's the liberals in charge. And Knight of Swords. So aggressively, Biden having the DOJ work with states and work with and on just trying to fix this. So the Republicans might pull something or try to pull something or delay something, but it feels like the DOJ or whomever out there, there's going to be, it might not even be that. It might just be people in the state, but it's people with liberal ideas who think women should have, I don't know, bodily autonomy. Crazy, I know. So, yeah. Isabel's asking, what's next? Implement a law that says we can only wear dresses and skirts? I wouldn't put it past them. Yes, Valerie, Sage of the Scales Tarot. You, lady, are only an easy bake oven owned by the state. And says even Kari Lake is trying to walk back her statements. Yep. And I think I may have answered that, but at 1:34:15, question 19, 1:34:20. Did this just hand Arizona to Biden in 2024? Did this just hand Salty Chips? Are you nuts? High Priestess, women voting, higher wisdom, Judgment, 8 of Swords, Page of Wands. Judgment, women hemmed in, Page of Wands. Not hemmed in for long. Extremists losing power. Yes, Lois. Go blue, Arizona. Please vote. Please, please, please vote. Please vote. All right. Question 20. Tammy Duncan had a question at, oh gosh, I've got to move the whole page down. Covered so many questions. At 1:35:40, 1:35:45, Tammy Duncan was asking, Tennessee is passing a law called Olivia's Law. This law requires a 3-minute video depicting development that is, it's produced by Live Action, an anti-women's healthcare group, that will be shown in public school curricula starting in 2024-25. Will other states follow soon? Lewis, I agree. Grrr. Yes. 3 of Swords. Yeah. 3 of Wands, waiting for their ship to come in on the far right. 5 of Wands, create rancor. 2 of Cups. You know this isn't likely to do anything, right? Not going to change. Not going to change behavior. Young people are young people. Parents are parents. Actually, what I'm picking up is, I'm not even picking up if it's going to be done elsewhere or not. What I'm getting is not going to have much effect. Tower. Death. Queen of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. You can try, you can pretend on the far right that you're going to change how teenagers behave. Good luck. Good luck. And you realize that this isn't exactly something they've never seen before. I'm just getting a. All right. And 21st. No, I have to count. It's more than 21. Echo in this whisper had a question at 1:38:30. At 1:38:30. Will Hakeem Jeffries become speaker before November of 2024? Please, please, oh please, oh please. Hakeem Jeffries, will you become Speaker of the House before November of 2024? So, sometime here in April, or May, or June, or July, or August, or September, or October, will you become Speaker? Seven of Cups. Yes, we are dream. This is a dream of ours. Yes, please. Ace of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. I'm just getting real dysfunction on the Republican side. But that's all I got. Let me pull some more cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords. It's a mess. King of Swords is in the middle. This legislative stuff. This is law stuff. This is. We have Three of Cups, which would be happy Democrats, and Seven of Wands, which is people on the far right being on the defensive. But I'm not necessarily getting. I'm just getting dysfunction, and that's the word I'm hearing. Dysfunction, 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 dysfunction. Maria says dysfunction. You think? I know. Sun for the reading. If we can see it, it's obvious. Page of Cups, Magician, King of Wands. So I don't think so. Janelle says not with today's energy. No, but they might have to do some weirdness to make it work-ish. So, Oh, thank you, Sandy Miller. Okay, I want to count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, worked out because I took some out. So 21 questions. Okay. I'm done. It's 2:10 p.m. here in Chicago. So, oh, thank you, Eileen, for more tea. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. So I do apologize. I was running late. I started so late, but hopefully I made up for it. So, we are starting tomorrow with a clean slate for questions and the gloriousness of moron Trump having his first day in his criminal trial. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely, isn't it? Thank you, Lowe's. Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Thank you. Liberal Linda says, no worries. Now go take a break before sprints. You deserve it. I need one. But yeah, it's Thursday off, so I'll be running sprints today. Tomorrow. I got the exact same cards I got. Okay, so it's not going to tell me anything right now. I was going to see a little sneak into any more information about tomorrow, but it literally it gave me practically the same cards that I got for the last reading, which means you're done. Okay. All right. I tip your hardworking reader. Thank you. Well, Pamela, where will you be on YouTube? Oh, absolutely. Right here. Absolutely. I mean, regular time, if nothing else, but I may come on early. I may stay on late. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. I may show up with the biggest bowl of popcorn you've ever seen in your life. Pamela says at 3 p.m. What's at 3 p.m.? I thought the court case started at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in Eastern time, or is it late? Is it not until later? Linda. Oh, 3 p.m. You'll be on the Creative Sprints channel. I told you. Even my guides are like, you're done. Okay. Yes, and popcorn and Earl Grey hot. Pamela, you being on another broadcast, or am I wrong? Oh, yeah, I'll be on Creative Sprints in 45 minutes, 47 minutes, something like that. So here on YouTube, I'll be on your Creative Sprints channel. All right. please hang in there. All right. You are not alone. I mean, look. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. Looking forward to tomorrow. All right. So, thank you. Thank you for all your support and your kindness. All right. So, I will see you right back here tomorrow. I don't know if it's the same cat time, same cat channel, but I will definitely be on at noon. But we'll see. We'll have to see something before that or after. Whatever. We'll see what happens. Sarah might come on with me. Maybe. Not sure. Maybe. That would be awesome. But okay. All right. For those going to creative sprints, I'll see you in 46 minutes. All right. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take care.